If you're coming up our main trail and you see this intersection just above the Alpina shed and you're wondering what it is, there's a sign underneath that tree bough, and it's Lower Yurt Trail. It's a traverse out to the yurt. The first half mile is uphill with one steep section. If you're on snowshoes or skis, just take care. It is not a novice trail, and in the summer it's not even a beginner hiking trail. Have a map, compass, or GPS unit, but there's lots of trees, so you may not get a signal, and just know how to get back because this is not patrolled or groomed. Continuing up this hill, you have about another 1/10 of a mile, and it gets steep in a few sections where you'll probably have to sidestep, and there are a few areas where you can get some sloughing of snow off the hillside, so just be aware. Don't stop in those areas. Keep going through. Make sure the snow is stable before crossing. Okay, you've just made it up the steepest section. You'll have a little bit of a break. Just continue following through the forest. Through this section, start head downhill. If you are not very good with navigation, you might aim to learn more about it before you come out on these trails. Some of them are well marked, others slightly less so. Just look for the orange markers and flagging tape, and consult your map. Know ahead of time what your route is. Normally, the downhill is the funnest part on skis and snowshoes, but in areas like this where you've had thinning and there's hidden brush, branches, and lots of tripping hazards, watch your tips and tails, or sometimes even just take them off until you get through the really brushy areas, keeping an eye on flagging and trail markers. This is the tricky part, coming down through the steep section, following the markers in the trees. Pick the easiest route for you. Sometimes it's off to the side if you're especially on skis, and do a little traversing or switchbacking. It continues down over to the little bridge over here. Once you've navigated the steep section down, you'll come to a little plateau on the hill, and the sound of running water will draw you over towards the little footbridge. Breaking out of the trees, we come to what I call the troll bridge. On the other side, you can see that there are trail markers in the trees, but they are hidden by the hanging boughs, and at times there can be 6 or more feet of snow on this little bridge. Breaking out of the trees that are marked by neon tape, come to an open area. There's another spot where it's good to have a map with you, because sometimes if you're the first person, it's difficult to figure out where to go. This is an area where it's easy to mistake this area over here, since it's open. In the summer, that's boggy and marshy, but in the wintertime, this trail is slightly to the left, looking back towards the main trail and the snow park. This is another marshy area, the little water crossing. Stay straight through the trees. Coming from the snow park, this is a view. You can see High Hut up on the top ridge there in the distance. And on clear days, you get a partial view of Mount Rainier right over here. And the trail continues on behind the trees to the right. This leads from the snow park. You can see the orange reflective signs on the trees to the left. The road heading down in front of me is to just a logging area. This is one of the intersections on the Lower Yurt Trail that follows the traverse of the hillside. You don't want to go out that direction. That's to a logging spur that dead ends. You can see the signs in the trees and the orange trail markers with the blue blazes. And this direction heads towards the yurt.